What's up, guys? My name is Genius, and this is Palamora TV.
What's been going on with you as far as your music?
I've been working really hard on a bunch of projects, and just like always, I produce every single day. It doesn't matter if I'm working on something small or something big. I just like producing every day, and recently my SoundCloud has been getting a lot of recognition. My tracks have been played by some pretty big artists, Skrillex, Diplo, Brazzabelle, Ghastly, Flosstradamus. So I've been staying busy with that. My production work's getting some awesome recognition nationwide and worldwide, so I'm pretty happy about that.
What kind of events were they playing your music at?
Huge events. Skrillex and Diplo first played it in Chicago at Soldier Field at this big festival called Spring Awakening Music Festival. After that, Skrillex played it at two other festivals, once at Paradiso, once at Electric Forest, and then Jack U just played it in Toronto at their Full Flex Express, and that was streamed live on Live Nation and Yahoo, so it was viewed by quite a bit of people.
When you first heard about that, what was going through your mind?
It's really awesome, I don't know, it's kind of inexplicable, it's two people I've looked up to for a very long time, and they're just really great people in general. I look up to both of them a lot, and it's pretty awesome that they would play one of my edits, it's quite inexplicable feeling.
What is your motivation to keep going? What are your plans for the rest of the year or for the next coming year?
Yeah, I have a few releases coming out this year on Beatport, which is a very big deal. Finally, some releases where they'll be on a label and they'll be backed by some pretty good blogs, and hopefully they do well and make some money off of it. So far, I've released every song for free on my SoundCloud, which you can get on my SoundCloud, but I'm really excited about that. That's definitely some huge motivation, to keep pushing. Also, when I get really good feedback from artists, that say that they've been listening to my stuff and that they've been following me for a while, to keep sending stuff, or if they're gonna play my stuff at an upcoming festival, that's very motivational. But ultimately, I think my biggest motivation is my dad. Unfortunately, I lost my dad in May, and he was my biggest motivation by far. He got me into music to begin with, and I'm doing everything not only in honor of him, but just to continue making him proud.
So do you think your dad in a way is watching over you with all this success going on right now?
100%. I think, unfortunately, when that situation happened, that's when things really started to climb, and I don't know, it's very bittersweet by all means. It's really difficult for me, but it also reassures that I know he's watching over me for sure.
Now, how did you manage to be able to keep going, because somebody that goes through that wouldn't actually continue doing what they're doing. They would kind of put their life on pause.
Honestly, music's the only thing that's been kind of getting me through it all in general. It's something that me and my dad, shared together. It was a bond that both of us had, and it was something that, we both held together with one another, and I don't know, I think it's the only thing that's keeping me together, to be honest with you. Everyone's been very, very supportive, especially my close friends like Amir, Diesel, Drew, everyone, my girlfriend, everybody. They've been very, very supportive, and they've all said such kind words or very inspirational words, For example, Drew and Diesel, when they were at the services, they said that, from here on out, that's when everything starts going up, and at the time, I didn't even, consider that to be an option, because all I could think about was that circumstance, but it's definitely been that way. Everything's been moving up progressively, and it's my job now to continue working twice as hard because there's momentum and there's more eyes on the situation.
Tell us who you're working with.
Locally, I just finished a track on Drew's album, which everyone should pick up, Unapologetic. It's the last song on the album. We did that one together, and then me and Meezy are working on a track, Youngo Meezy, and that one should be coming out pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. I'm working on an official remix for Manufactured Superstars on Manufactured Music, and that's worldwide, so that'll be a big deal. and just a bunch of original tracks. I have an original track releasing pretty soon on an Australian label that was signed quite a bit ago. I'm working on a release on Owl Cartel, which is a local label here as well, and they're making a huge name for themselves.
What would you tell yourself 5 years ago?
I don't know, 5 years ago I was playing mariachi, you know, so who knows. If I could go back 5 years from now, I probably would have gotten a music degree instead of going with my business degree. But I wouldn't change anything, you know, like I like what I did and it brought me to where I am, and I appreciate all aspects of it. I just love doing what I'm doing, honestly. Even if money aside, if money didn't exist, I would produce music the rest of my life, you know?
Any final thoughts that you would have?
My dad always said that if you love what you're doing, you'll never work a day in your life. And I encourage that for everybody, you know? Even if you're not in the music industry, just do exactly what you love. And you can find me on SoundCloud /DJGENEEOUS. And that same backslash applies to everything. So I don't know if I have to say that again since I messed up. Okay.
I'll spell it out.
My name is Genius, and this has been Palomora TV.